Luke Romanek in white, James Hogan in black and green. We are underway in the MAAC championship. A spot in the NCAA tourney on the line. And it's Sacred Heart that starts with the ball. The Pioneers, one of the great stories
for this type of game.
Manhattan, who won the MAAC in 2022, lost to this championship game in 21, and were the top seeded.
Catches the Sacred Heart defense off guard. He's loaded, finds that corner. That's his sweet spot right there. Excellent take and a fantastic start for the Manhattan Jaspers.
And another face-off win by James Hogan. Manhattan with all the momentum to start this MAAC championship. 2022, Doug Sage was an assistant coach at the time for the Jaspers, and now in his first season as head coach, his team is off to a terrific start here. 3-0, 5 minutes into the championship game. They win another face-off. And the Jaspers take a timeout. So right after Sacred Heart takes a timeout, Manhattan says we'll take a timeout as well. And that gives us an opportunity to talk about Doug Sage, because what a journey it's been for the Jaspers head coach. It was only until last week that the interim tag was removed. So now he is. But James Hogan has dominated the face-off X to start. Sacred Heart might need to make a change there. They have 3 different face-off guys they rotate between: Romanek, Thomas, and Casano. So it's been Luke Romanek to start, but as Hogan continues to dominate here, seniors who's been through the growing pains of this Sacred Heart program. You know, this is a team that was at the bottom of the MAAC a year ago when they joined. You know, before that in the NEC, and now going to be full-time members starting July 1st. And you hope this is just the beginning of Sacred Heart. Well, who would shoot the ball? That's a low-angle shot, and yet Gukwa somehow finishes it. This is what we were talking about for Sacred Heart when Romanek
really might be able to take a strong lead, and then Sacred Heart came right back down, kept throwing punches at them, and now it looks like it's going punch for punch for the rest of this game.
Sacred Heart makes the face-off change. MP Thomas, the junior, into the game, and he wins the first face-off of the second quarter.
Just curling there. That's what they want to do. Get the possessions, right? Settle down and then attack in space, Jay.
Spencer tucks it away, and Sacred Heart ties it at 4. Manhattan jump again across the sport of lacrosse, and you take a look at Sacred Heart, what they've been able to do this season. They've won 10 in a row, 12 of their last 13 after an 0-3 start. You know, Jules, we had a great conversation with their head coach, John Basti, yesterday, and he told us that a year ago they started 0-7.
Coach John Basti for calling that timeout, because that's a massive shift, going up 2 goals instead of just being up 1, and the potential for Manhattan to have scored on that last possession.
Sacred Heart maybe with time for another here. 8 seconds left in the half. They can score in bunches. They've done it all season long. Ward trying to find O'Reilly, too high, but Sacred Heart dominates the second quarter for Manhattan, and MP Thomas for Sacred Heart. It's the Pioneers, the top seed, with a 2-goal lead as we start the third quarter. Jules Henningberg, Jay Alter with you. You just heard from head coach Doug Sage. We got to win the third quarter. What do they need to do, Jules, to adjust?
54 goals this year to lead the nation in scoring.
The country's leading goal scorer belongs to Sacred Heart, number 9 in white, Morgan O'Reilly.
Open guys on the backside, right? That's way too easy. If you're Manhattan on defense, you have to make that harder for them.
I mean, there's a lot of time left in this game, but you just used the phrase danger zone, and I agree with you. Manhattan needs to find a goal. They have not scored since 2:22 final against Siena. Today he has 11. Well-deserved of the strong move of the game, brought to you by Hercules, and Sacred Heart wins the face-off. They're protecting a 5-goal lead, and when you have Padzienza playing as well as he is. And we just told you about Bruins against Maple Leafs. He looked like a hockey goalie making that save.
Been settling in and then making those opportunities count.
I mean, 5 goals in a championship game and an 8-0 scoring run for Sacred Heart. Manhattan shut out in the second quarter. 30 seconds away from being shut out in the third as well. Jaspers leading the way for the Pioneers, a program that has never tasted the NCAA tournament, never won a conference championship. A 6-goal lead. And you think that would be safe, but in the semifinal, Sacred Heart led by 7, 11-4. Siena rallied all the way back to cut it to 13-12. So the Pioneers looking for a more comfortable fourth quarter today than they had in the semifinal against Siena.
Sometimes, Jay, this is the most difficult position to be in. Goals, do not let him get open in the middle of the defense like that.
So this will be a Herculean task for Manhattan here in the fourth quarter, because the Jaspers need to find 7 goals in the final 14 minutes. They've been scoreless for 33 minutes. They've only scored 4 goals. All of them came in the quarter. Now you have to somehow find 7 in the final 14 minutes.
It's going to be difficult, especially how Pazienza has been stuck up. And then obviously they have to finish the ball. Another fantastic, almost saved by Pazienza, but they just got by him.
43 minutes without a goal for Manhattan.
That's a long time. And for them to then go out and score that, right, that's really important. Let's see if they can kind of build on this for the rest of the quarter.
Well, they scored